What's up, guys? It's Shani with Healing Elements. Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm just dropping a video with a pick a card reading. As you can see on the screen, there are 3 different piles. All 3 of them are unique with a unique crystal and also a charm. So if you want to take a look and pick one that draws close to you and you're called to pick, then I will put the timestamps in the description box. Fast forward right to that number, that pile of cards, and the reading. Wishing you lots of love, lots of positive energy. See what we got here. Pile number 1, the obsidian crystal, the Pisces symbol. Shuffle this first. These are actually flashcards. See what's on the bottom, axis, so it talks about anything space oriented. Oh, how funny. Looks like there's 2 back to back. Let's see. Axis and rotation, right? How we are able to make the next turn happen. How are we able to continue to go round and round. And in the same note, how we are going round and round, right, in rotation in the same exact axis point, or reaching another axis point. For instance, maybe you are in like the hamster wheel scenario where it's just a round and round cycle, a circular set of events, karmic, something that is a cycle and is not moving forward, stagnant. It needs to have something to move it forward. And so, okay, let's go first. Out of these, there's barely any to shuffle. Oops. Well, that one wanted to pop out right away, so we'll take it. It's only like 20 there. Okay, this is out of my do-it-yourself, one of my tarot decks that I made over the years, Random Delight. So pile number 1, search unusual animal companions, cute puppies or babies laughing. Videos out of the blue today to feel that natural inner joy that allows us to feel warm and bask in the momentary delightfulness. A smile is worth 1,000 words. Soak in the cheesy vibes. Okay, we're almost to a full moon in Pisces, but the sun is in Virgo, and sometimes random delights, playfulness, spontaneity, that sort of thing isn't really a Virgo's favorite flex because they like to do their responsibilities. They're relied on heavily with servitude. They honorably do their duty, and so it sometimes leaves a lot of lack for those random delights. So maybe you're an earth sign or somebody who prides yourself on work and doesn't want to feel as if you're making, sacrifices to responsibility. So that's card number 1 in that pile, and let's see. So these are flashcards. I got these at the Goodwill. Always go thrift shopping with my daughter. She loves it. And this, I'm able to read this intuitively. There's a lot of different things to do with space in general. There's like one card that's the space station, and there's of course all the planets and so forth and so forth. Let me go ahead and cut the Earth. Interesting. I was just saying Earth sign Virgo, the Earth. So do something maybe that is inspired by your philanthropy, your ability to want to do something random that is delightful toward the Earth conservation. Maybe something that is within grounding yourself, taking off your shoes and socks and grounding your feet into Mother Earth and having an intention to feel the wholesome grounding appreciation of being supported by this beautiful Mother Gaia being, right? So this planet, average distance from the sun is 93 million miles. I think that this is a message for pile number 1 regarding connecting to yourself and within nature. So it's beneficial for, not only your spiritual journey, but it's beneficial for the earth to feel that loving resonance and appreciation. And if you want to tie in the, it says searching for videos on here, right, to make you laugh and things that are really off the norm, so it takes your heart and mind out of the place of critical thinking. I think that's maybe what you've been doing a lot of. I don't think you've been avoiding shadow work. I think that this is for someone who's been doing a hell of a lot of helping themselves and others and needs to take some random, delightful trip down something, whatever is cheesy for you. Maybe you like comedian, something like that, or if it's like, regarding the earth, like a beach, a river, something that's delightful, randomly seeing your dog in the ocean or seeing your pet or kids, delight in something and you're doing it with them, right? That's what I get for this pile number 1. So thanks, pile number 1. Let's go to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2 is the same do-it-yourself deck that I made, and then it's also the Oracle of the Mermaid, the second deck. And this one says sisterhood, right, and empowering those around us to incorporate divine feminine energy, nurturing and support and love. Oop, flipped right out. These want to flip right out. I think, of course, because there's not too many to shuffle for each pile, but okay. Be a diamond. Sometimes, like as a diamond is forged with immense pressure, its rough surroundings and climatic chaos can squeeze it to its core. Life can squeeze us to form a new and improved exterior. They thought you were fossil fuel to be burned, but you have become a diamond in the rough, under pressure. So maybe you've been under pressure. Diamond is coal that is under so much immense, dense pressure and, contortion and chaotic, chaos. Basically, it's squeezed until it is actually perfected into something that people, kill each other for and is of value, of significant material worth. And I feel as if, you come out also, just like metaphorically in your life, pile number 2, you come out stronger than you were going in. So the coal is not as strong as it is squeezed over, I think, millions of years. A lot of time goes by, it's squeezed, and the diamond is formed, and that is one of the most, it will cut glass. It's very tough and durable, but beautiful, right? Just like the chrysalis experience of transformation, so that's a big theme. And going into something, learning, having to be under pressure, having to be contorted, having to be squeezed, totally uncomfortable, right? For a long period of time, but coming out of it even tougher and more beautiful, like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and comes out new and improved, not expecting anything, not knowing what to expect, going in blindly, right? The caterpillar does not know that it's going to be a butterfly when it walks into its cocoon. 2 just came out, so let's take them. Pile number 2, reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. I was just watching something about, I don't think it's Wayne Dwyer. It might have been Joe Dispenza. So totally believe that. I think that it's so important right now, like as I go through a physical ailment, I've been making it, I think, so much better to take the time, know when to rest, and then also, though, not putting thought into the old panic mindset that was a program that I would get about something is detrimental, no matter what, if it's serious, right? And something is, and even if something is detrimental, that's something to freak out and have no connection to this here and now because I'm too busy freaking out with no good or no energy with any direction going anywhere to anything that would help the situation, right? So reflect on how you can contemplate how you feel about a situation, how you react internally, even how you are assuming or forward thinking, like making a story. For instance, saying something happens and you're like, I know it's just going to be like this. I know I'm not going to get the job, right? Instead, say no. What you contemplate. So contemplate the fact that you are the owner of that new job. You got the job offer, and things will actualize in turn. The next one is honor the masculine. So blend the divine feminine, propensity to want to nurture, coddle, do things for others, which at times is of course needed, especially when we're in a newborn phase of any time in our life. But there's a time to let go and be that masculine, very assertive, very poignant. I'm going to be fulfilling in my prophecies. And also we are able to understand when there's the need to be the role of stepping back and letting the training wheels off of that which you've given birth to, and surrender strongly that with confidence this is going to work out. So it says respecting men in general. So maybe if any of you have been on the bandwagon of just definitely assuming that all quote unquote men are a certain way, or not giving them credit and just assuming that they're all male chauvinistic or grouping, stereotyping, all that kind of stuff. That's why, the definite feminist thing is not for me, because I think that there's variables in everything that we look at. Embracing the masculine divine. So those of you maybe are reflecting on a relationship you have with divine masculine and what you contemplate right now, maybe they're ghosting, maybe you want to have something be contemplated with this whole relationship, then will be actualized if you put it into the universe. If you ask for it, you ask and it shall come. All right, so that was pile number 2. Let's go to pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3 is the same thing, same deck, but different portion of it. My DIY, and this is the energy frequency deck. I love it. It's semi-new. It's really cool. It talks about I guess we'll take this. Let's see. Came flying out. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, so pile number 3, old, reliable. When you are a reliable, dependable person, often you become the go-to for everyone around you to come to when in need. Just because you're reliable doesn't give others the right to abuse power and rely too heavily upon you. Sometimes making others rely on themselves is the best help to give. Boom. That is a tough thing, I think, for empaths, people pleasers, or just people who are sensitive to do, is, and especially that mother archetype. So there's archetypes like the maiden, the mother, right? The lover, that sort of thing. The mother archetype and other, divine feminine qualities in general, that embraces the fact that, we are reliable. We are someone to be the go-to when, everyone cries out for their mom when in peril or in need or of guidance, right? And so that becomes dependable. That's what a good nurturing mother is. The baby needs milk in the beginning and diapers changed, and mother is there, like old reliable, right? And so the beautiful quality of that is, understated. I would never be able to explain how beautiful that is in one video, but also the beautiful, divine masculine quality would be to make others rely on themselves, because sometimes that's the best help to give. That's what this card says. I agree. It's so hard to do sometimes for us, and I know that. Whoa. Okay. Quickly coming out today. Interesting. Number 3, yellow. Osun, right? It reminds me of, I just was told that is her color, Osun's color. I've seen her in a yellow dress, but I did not know that's her color. Number 3, one of my favorite numbers. The Divine Trinity, also, 369, right? It says, the frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life. That reminds me of Osun, the goddess. It says, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. So this is confidence. This is knowing and being assured at our path. And even though if we have things that are posed up against us, or people, entities, things around us, circumstance that tries to take away our power of, will and our control to know our narrative does not have to be what is placed upon us program-wise or told that we must, right? So certain people throughout the ages have had to hide, maybe, say to the German soldier would be like, yep, I believe in your religion or whatever they need to do, right? If in integrity, right, to let somebody else believe that is your belief is not going against your own. Going against your own is actually stopping your personal relationship with spirit and everything else, right? Stopping to look at the importance of, our knowing thyself, knowing the importance of that and what it brings out when we do know ourselves, and we're able to pick, certain things and reflect upon, and also knowing ourselves and not being, shamed, right, by anyone, especially people that are close to you can hurt and create trauma. If you're shamed by something that you own and love, and when you project it in a happy way and non-abrasive way, and you get told that's not something that you should be doing, especially when it's somebody that you grew up with in the household. Definitely think that this is a beautiful energy that can empower others to do the same thing, that when we act on our sense of self, that is the flower of life. That is bringing into the whole a diverse population of energy, right? And choices and expressions, and that's the beautiful thing. So blessings, love, and light, guys. That was pick a card reading really fast for the month of September, Virgo season 2022.